The party of 6 moved quietly through the forest. Ranger Thawkins took the lead and had instructed Ferdinand to follow in the rear. The boy had argued at first that he should be in the front to help since he knew somewhat how to handle himself in a fight after weeks of hard training.
I need to know no one is following us.
The trio of farmers had some sort of armor marked with emblems Ferdinand didn't recognize. The boy of a few months ago would have broken the silence to ask, but he had grown up a lot since leaving Port Bray and come to the west in search of the Frost Druids, and since his apprenticeship of sorts began with Ranger Thawkins. The ranger signaled the party to stop. Motioning for Sage Recon to move up to him, Ferdinand noticed, astoundingly, the sage moved, almost completely silently through the forest. In children's books, he remembered, tales would often have the hero snuck up on or surprised in a woodland. This was mostly nonsense. Men walking through the woods make more noise than is possible to ignore. Yet, when Recon walked up from the pack to the ranger, he was silent as a feather dropping to the ground. Ferdinand simply put that at the bottom of a very long list of questions he had for his mentor. Thawkins whispered something to Recon and handed him a small bag. The sage moved off in a different direction as Thawkins resumed their trek through the forest. Finding the pillagers' camp had not been as difficult as one might expect. After just a few minutes, the group came upon a clearing. Just ahead, there was a small tower standing above the trees. Around the tower there were several pillagers, a few horses, and some what looked to be cages. "Why are they trapping villagers?" Ferdinand whispered to Hin. Shrugging, Hin just shook his head, disgusted.
Be ready. We're going to have to move fast and hard. I count 18 pillagers. We need to cut that number in half before they know what is happening.
Ferdinand could only see maybe 5. This ranger was simply amazing. His senses and attention to detail made Ferdinand feel like a child. The men readied their bows and spread out against the edge of the clearing. Seconds ticked by with Thawkins' finger in the air. More seconds. Still, they waited. Just then, from the opposite side of the prairie, a single flaming arrow arched through the sky. It was almost beautiful in its slow, graceful arc down. Then, just as it hit the roof of the pillager tower, it exploded. Fire rained down on the tower and on the pillagers. Thawkins let loose his first arrow. Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode for the Realm of Vasten. This is going to be another Patreon house episode for BRIEN the girl, who is a gold tier patron, and this is her silver tier house. So for the silver tier, you get a house in any kingdom you're choosing. She has chosen Celea, so the kingdom that we're working on currently. Cool. Well, before we get there, I want to show the progress of my big dig. Sai has been down here helping me peel off the last layer, and this is where we are at currently. So I just started working out this little area here, and we just finished filling the whole thing up with water and leveling it out. So there's only 1 block deep of water, which is fine. The next level is what I'm going to need Brienne's house to be done for, which is why, one of the reasons why I'm in a hurry to sort of get there. But this is going to be the actual entrance way. So Cloutos's crypt is going to lead right in through like a broken down wall kind of. Right, it'll be a lot bigger of a passageway, but it's going to lead right over here and onto here, like an elevated passageway going through here. And this is how you're going to get between Cloutos's crypt and Mantis's cave. In addition to, this is where all the portals and stuff are going to be. So we'll have some ice tendrils and all kinds of really fun stuff. You can see I didn't detail this. I did a little bit there to see how it would look. I didn't because I thought I was going to do glass panes going up, but I've since kind of thought differently about it. So I think what I'm going to have to do is go back and detail all this, and that's really a drag. To be totally honest, it's really a drag. I tried a little bit of a different technique here to make sort of layers a little bit, like 4 or 5 or 6 blocks depending on just where it was. I don't know if it was better or worse, but with the cobblestone, like even if it's just like that, it's going to be better. This is no good. So I'm going to have to do the detailing. It was a mistake, and it's going to be a costly mistake because I'm going to have to pillar up, do as much detailing as I can reach, go down, pillar up, blah blah blah, go down, and just over and over and over later. cloud toast. Okay. So anyway, so this is what I've been working on, and we're going to get back to this all in due time. But for today's purposes, well, I could have just gone through the little passageway there, but for today's purposes, I want to get into building another house. And we're going to be putting this house right... I think I can get out here. We're going to be putting this house right beside where I did Rex's house last episode. So let me get a whole bunch of materials, and I'll meet you over there, and we'll discuss sort of BRIEN's idea for it, okay? Okay, so this is the place I want to do it. This is Rex's house from last episode, which I have not really done much to since then, but I'm going to continue sort of a similar style for BRIEN's house, and it's going to go right over here along this. Now, the shape of the road is going to make for a fun build. I think I'm going to lay out the shape of the house now in just cobblestone, and then we'll deal with it later. I do want them touching. I think at least touching here, and then maybe on the other side over here, rather, we'll do a little alley or something. I think that would kind of make sense. So over here on this one, I want to make this kind of what we'll do is we'll go straight out. So let's go straight from here. We'll do landscaping later. Let's go straight from here about there, and then let's go diagonal in like this. How many is that? Oh, can't stand. Okay. Let's see, that's one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually 7 if you include that one. But let's go one more. 7. Come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that'll be good. So you got 5 diagonal 5, and then over this way we'll go here. So what BRIEN asked for is a lilac. Wait, was it lilac? Oh, that's not gonna work. It was the purple one. Is that lilac? I think that's lilac. House with a lot of purple in it. So darn it, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do a bit of a greenhouse. There's gonna be some lore setup that we'll talk about next clip. This should work. So then what we'll do is we'll just come up here, right along here, just so I know that that's gonna be foundation. And right to about here, maybe. Then out. Yeah, let's just go straight here. That'll be straight wall off our greenhouse. Okay, so here's the shape of the house. That's a nice shape. Got a straight, a diagonal straight, and then just a nice, well, then diagonal back here too. Good. Yeah, that'll be a cool house. Okay, now, on the back of this, I want to put a greenhouse. So the choice is, do I do a greenhouse over here, or do I do one over here? I'm thinking, let's do both. And the reason why I'm thinking both is one is going to be basically for the lore, for the storyline following this character. The other is going to be for, I need this tree needs to go. The other is going to be for what we need. And what we need in great supply is jack-o'-lanterns, and we need a lot of them. So I'm going to be doing a large-scale jack-o'-lantern farm, some for show, some underground to make it a little bit more functional. Someone's yelling. Someone in my house is yelling. I just hear it. I don't know if you can hear, but okay, let me go check on that. I'll come right back. No worries, everyone's fine. Everyone's fine. My little one is just absolutely refusing sleep for his nap, but that's okay. That's okay. You can be mad. As long as they're safe, I don't mind mad. Okay, so let's just do this. There. This is just kind of annoying me. Okay. All this foundation may probably will actually end up being changed anyway, so I don't know why I'm doing this, but okay. All right. So this is the foundation for the house. Now, what I want to do here is I want to do probably 2 greenhouses, and that's going to make this a little bit weird. So, you know what might be a really good idea? Let's do a diagonal greenhouse on this one. This will be the one for show. We'll put the other one in the back. How about that? Okay, so let's go out from, that's the same row as this one. Let's go into. Okay, we're gonna do a diagonal greenhouse right along the road. That'll be nice. That'll be really, really hard and really complicated to build, and it'll really test any building skills that I've acquired. But I think it'll be a really good one. And we'll have this run basically right into probably maybe a path here. Oh no, that'll probably be a house. We'll probably do a house there. Okay, so we'll go along about this big, maybe, or so. Yeah, cool. Oh, I'm really liking this already. I'm liking it already so much. Okay, so this is going to be a really nice shape. Let me see. We'll do some sort of shape like this. Come out. I'm probably going to end up changing this house because I'm going to want it to connect up. So what we'll do is we will do something like that. Okay, let's just go along here. There, yes, yeah. I think this is going to be big enough for a nice diagonal greenhouse. Oh, I didn't do quite far enough today. Yeah, you know what? It needs to be bigger. It needs to be bigger. Okay, so let's back up here. I like this. This instead, what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of some junk here so I can actually pick up the saplings and stuff. Because I'd like to plant some spruce trees out here. It'll make things a little bit easier for building purposes. Okay, let's go one more and we'll go this way. Now, a greenhouse, not only is it all made out of glass typically, but the roof is also glass, right? I mean, with probably some structural supports of some sort. So, okay, good. There's the design for the greenhouse. That is pretty solid. Now, I think what I'll do here is let's come out from here. We'll go out like this. That's going to give that a little bit more interesting shape. Square that off a little bit, allowing for a nice greenhouse here. Okay, pretty solid. Let me knock out some of this. Recording. Okay, let me knock out some of this. So, we'll do, let's see. Whoop. Here we go. How about this? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to knock out some of, I'm going to try to knock out this and flatten it, because I don't know. See, here's the question. The question is going to be, the difficult part is going to be, do I bring the greenhouse, do I start the greenhouse level here, which is like even with up here, or do I drop it down to there? I think maybe what I'll do is have it raised in some sections, I think. Yeah, let me knock out a little bit of stuff and then I'll come back. Here's what I'm kind of thinking. So I'm kind of thinking about, let's see. So that's going to be the out. So I had to run and grab my phone so I could read on Discord here. But it's so BRIEN the girl asked for. I'm hoping for Soleil as well. Thinking something along the lines of a large greenhouse that grows lilac and allium. Basically has the whole purple theme going on. Cats will have to wait for 114 when they start spawning in villages. Right, we don't have cats yet. So I'm thinking here's going to be the house that this person lives in. That's going to be the allium and lilac greenhouse, mostly for show, for, you know, people who might want to go in and buy something and think it'll be a really sharp look, especially diagonal building. It's going to be tough, but we're going to do it. Back here is going to be the jack-o'-lantern farm, which is something that we really need in this area. We have jack-o'-lanterns in a few different areas, but they're never loaded. They're never, ever loaded. So that I don't know why I'm bothering to do that, because that's going to be all traded out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be digging. Basically, we'll have the jack-o'-lanterns probably 1 or 2 layers visible, but I'm thinking that we need a lot. Like, I've been doing it manually, and man, it's not that much fun. It takes a long time to do. So I'm thinking if we had, like, say, just rows of jack-o'-lanterns all harvested, then you could just run along, shear them all, and then step on like a pressure plate or push a button, and the piston will push them all out. You know, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Then they'll just grow again. That's kind of my thoughts. So yeah, I know. But you can't automate that, right? Unfortunately, because you need to shear it to make them jack-o'-lanterns. I mean, you could place them, you could harvest them automatically, then place them, then shear them, but that just seems ridiculous. I guess in doing it that way, we'd get a lot of pumpkins, so that'd be good, but I mean, that just feels like an extra step. You know, placing and then shearing and then harvesting takes longer than just shearing and then pressing a button. You know, so I think that's probably the obvious way to go. Now in 114, I believe in 114 we're getting automatic shearing in dispensers, so that'll be super cool. But we're not there yet. So what I'm gonna do is I think I don't need my beacons down in my my big dig anymore. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get them, because I'm gonna probably dig this down a good bit. What I'd like to have is I'd like to have some stairs that go down different levels, and you'll just be able to zip along, zip, 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 probably 4 levels or so of pumpkins, maybe like quite a few deep. So that way you can get like many stacks of like maybe 4 to 6 stacks of jack-o'-lanterns very quick. Well, I mean of carved pumpkins, and then you just put a torch in and make them jack-o'-lanterns, right? So let me head down to my big dig, and I'm gonna grab my beacons. I have 3 of them down there. I don't need them at all anymore because we're done with the digging. So I'm just gonna go grab the. Oh, hey, you know what? I didn't show you this. Should I show it now? Should I show it now or wait? It's probably going to be next episode feature, but just take a quick look. That's the Explorers Guild. A bunch of stuff is done. I haven't shown it yet, so I think we'll just wait till next episode to see it. I think that'll be more fun. Let's go in here, and this is how I get down to my big drink. Okay. Look at all this. Whoop. Haha. Okay. So I'll grab. Let's see. That's 1, 2, and yeah, there's a third beacon. Okay. I don't need these anymore, so I'm just gonna take them down. Eventually, when I figure out what to do over here, I'll need a beacon again. But for right now, I can just safely get rid of it. So okay, I got some stuff to do. Of course I didn't make it barely. Nice. Okay, I'll be back. I went over and farmed up a bunch of dark oak, and I have a little bit from this build that I end up just using it for like floors and stuff. But in the meantime, I wanted to get a layout for the house first, and that way I'll know how tall the greenhouse can be on the offshoot. So let's see. This is going to be a little weird. I'm going to have to figure out where these are going to be. Okay, so I'm going to want probably a pillar to come up here. I think I'm going to probably want to leave a space there. And I don't know if I'll end up bringing this wall down here or not, but I think that I'll want a pillar there. Boy, this makes it complicated. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna knock this in one. I'm gonna knock this in one so it's like this, and not absolutely touching. So there'll be a tiny little alley, probably with like a roof overhang here, because this wall makes this weird. I'm sorry, I have something scratchy in my throat and I cannot get rid of it. I've been like doing that thing where you're like, you know, like clearing your throat constantly, and I don't know what it is. I haven't eaten anything in a while, but it is just wedged in there and I am stuck. So okay, so let's do this. Let's put one here. That'll be good. And then we'll skip over to here and do 1 and 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be inside the greenhouse, but it's okay. Let's go there. I'd rather change this than change that. So we'll just do a little of this. There, that'll be just fine. Okay, so that's the front of this, and then what we'll do is here maybe, I'm not sure how this is going to work out. We'll work that out in just a moment. So here we have 2 flat sides and a little bit of supports, and then I'm thinking for the supports, let's go. How about 1? What would this be? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So I guess it makes sense to put right in the middle. Okay, so that'll be a good support there. I need to get rid of that snow so I can see what's going on. And that is okay. I think we'll just have cobblestone to this layer right here. I know I just put those down to right here. So let's do build cobblestone up. Oops, nope, not that. This. Okay, something like this. I'm trying to bring you along through the building process a little bit, but boy, it's slow. The building process in this kind of thing is very, very slow. I don't have any more cobblestone. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. Kind of continue this pattern around there, and then we'll figure out the walls and support structures and stuff like that. But I need to go get some materials, so I'll work that out. So fortunately, it's so nice having all the stuff. So we have a bunch of rose bushes and a ton of bones. So I had the ability to. I think I'm just going to replenish my chicken while I'm here. Boy, this thing is... Thank you, Mantis. Thank you so much for setting this up. Wish there was a use for feathers. Maybe we should set up a some sort of crafting recipe for feathers. But BRIEN asked for purple. So I was looking at the different options, and purple purple terracotta is actually a really nice option. So what am I doing? I'm going old school. Oh, nope. That's not, there we go. Yeah, purple. Cool. So I got a lot of purple here, and I was thinking about whether I should use granite and do the thing that we've been doing or not with the overlays, and I think not. You know, again, just we've used that so much, and not, you know, it's not too much. I love it, but maybe not in this section of town. You know. So let's head over here and take a look at what we can do. Man, I can't believe how much the city is coming to life. This district is going to be probably my favorite district. I can just feel it. I just know it's going to be. So, okay. I'm kind of waiting for more dark oak trees to grow, but I think what we're going to do is just do something like this and just fill in all these and then come back later and look at maybe windows and options. But I'm going for a really really, really purple house. And hopefully that is up to everyone's liking. And then what we're going to do is we're going to offset this with greenhouses coming out the side and off the back. So I think it's going to be good. I'm going to build this up probably 2 stories. Maybe one will only be 1 story and the other will be 2 stories. I think we'll probably do that. We'll do half and half. We'll split this somehow in half. I think that'll probably be generally a better look. So I got a bunch of... Oh, man, everything I'm doing is wrong. I'll be back. So the people have spoken. I asked last episode. Now you're seeing 1 episode between then and now. You're seeing actually that house between then and now. As I've said many times, with my schedule, I have to pre-record out a little bit. That's nice. That's great. Oh no, I may be trapped in here forever. Sai, what have you done to me? Am I stuck for real? Is this what's up? Okay. Okay. Awesome start. Okay. Look, I know that I said that I wasn't just going to cut away and build the whole thing and come back, but I did. I did that. I had some clips, I had some cuts, but honestly, I've been just coughing so hard that it's been really difficult to string them together. So, for now, unfortunately, I did a bunch of building. Let me show you around, and then we're going to get to the comment of the day, the new feature. The one I invented completely on my own that no other YouTuber has ever done. Here's the greenhouse. I used light gray glass, so you get the nice effect. I think it's really, really cool. And I tried to go for a little bit of a random thing. Now, BRIEN, the girl, asked specifically for these 2 plants. What the heck are these called? They're called, what is this? Peony and lilac. Right, okay. Peony and lilac. So she asked specifically for those. And so, darn it, she got specifically those. So it's a purple house with peony and lilac. And I got to say, pushing me out of my comfort zone to do a purple house. And I thought, you know what, if I'm doing a purple house, let's actually go all in and do a purple roof. And I really think it turned out really well. I'm going to show you the aerial view here later. But yeah, if you go in the house now, unfortunately, there's no interiors in this house, so don't hate me. This episode has taken an enormous amount of time because of working out the weird shape of this house and everything. But yeah, you can get into the greenhouse here. So the people who will like work here and will shop maybe, I don't know. I may volunteer Callus to run this. There is an upstairs, but there's nothing in it. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Callus actually likes doing the interior, so do a couple of the other guys. So yeah, well, you know, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I think the shape and everything of the house, I really, really, really think it turned out well. I mean, I really like it. It fits this row perfectly. It fits right along the edge of the road, and yeah, it's cool. That's Sai's house. You'll see it soon. Now in the back, what is functional about this place is and I just finished it. I did redstone. This is it's going to be a jack-o'-lantern farm. And I know, it's just pumpkin. But here's the thing. If you automate pumpkins, then to make them jack-o'-lanterns, you have to place them down and do all this. So this way, you can just zip right along and shear them and then chop them up. But downstairs, I did some redstone. Is it the greatest redstone ever? Yes. Yes, it is. So once these grow, you will just zip down, shear them all, and then push this button. Boop. And then just pick them up. How great is that? This hole goes quite deep. I was thinking about more layers, but I also really ran out of time. So we'll see if there's more layers to develop. If people are like, we need more jack-o'-lanterns, maybe I'll do that. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a really just big manual one. I don't know. It's probably just as fast to honestly do that. But I like the build a lot. Let me take you into spectator here, and we will take a look at the rest. So yeah, not bad, right? Not bad for a diagonal greenhouse with a little storage room. I know that the back of this house is plain unfinished. It's because I'm not sure if there's what's going to be connected to it yet, so I want to wait and see. But you know, it's nice. And same thing with this house. I didn't do much with this house because I wasn't sure if there'd be a house connected. So now that I see there's not, I'll detail that up. But yeah, you know, walking down the road, this gives a really nice feel of like a town. Yeah, I really like it. Turtle Sanctuary and stuff over there. Yeah. This is cool. So let's get into the first official comment of the day. So here's the thing. I asked if you guys wanted a comment of the day, and it was like unanimous. Yes, a ton of people said yes. So we're going to do it. Here's what I want you to do. If you have a comment or a question, either way, comment or question, I don't care either way. And I don't care if it's about Minecraft or life or YouTubing or musicianship or whatever. I'll pick a somewhat random one every day. Can I sleep? Nope. and we'll discuss it towards the end of the episode. I'm gonna do a book. Just again, I'm inventing stuff. I'm inventing stuff that no one's ever done. Here's a book right here that I already wrote just a few seconds ago. Which, man, 114, we're gonna be able to just cut and paste. Ooh. Oh, that'll be nice. I had to retype it, type it all in now, but that's okay. So the comment is from Brienne the Girl. I thought it was fitting since this is her Patreon episode. So, poor Mantis. Yeah, that's because I completely flaked and forgot to show up to Mantis' recording session. I'm such an idiot. OMG, that transition was awesome. So yeah, that's the new transition between clips. I hope you guys like it. You let me know if you hate it. Much quieter than the stream. Yeah, I have some issues, some technical issues. Great job today, Fix. Also, with some spruce stumps work for small details near the hamlet. And yes, please, comment of the day would be awesome. Not everyone can make streams or Discord, so it's a good way for you to catch interesting question or comment and talk, and use the talkiness to fill more build time. And whether it's about real life or Minecraft or other games would be awesome, like hashtag comment of the day. When are you going to start adding nether wrecked villages and hamlets? A lot there to unpack, right? Let's talk. Okay, so first we'll start at the end. When am I going to start adding nether wrecked villages and hamlets? I think that we're going to probably dedicate a season to that. Like the season of war or something, you know? I think that probably makes the most sense. That way, man, I do not have a place. Oh, I do have a place. I know exactly where I'll put this. I'll put this in the Explorers Guild, since there's kind of a makeshift library there. Well, for right now, I'll just put it in this house. I'll just put it in this house right now, because I don't have any frames. It just occurred to me. Yeah, I think what we'll do eventually is we'll do a season, like the season of war where the nether is really going after us. Let's put it right in there. I'm never going to remember that. Someone remind me, okay? All right, so that's that. Tree stumps, yes. Cylon was already sort of talking and volunteering about possibly doing that. This is where I was getting jack-o'-lanterns before. What a pain, right? Yeah, I definitely think tree stumps, he was setting a thing around the hamlet and stuff like that, but really big, awesome tree stumps that are kind of out in the Arctic. Yeah, that's a great idea, and that's definitely something we're going to do. The last thing is the comment of the day thing, and so what I want you to do, if you have a comment or a question of the day, instead of say comment of the day or question of the day, write hashtag HeyFix. Okay, that way I'll see it very quickly and look and be like, oh, there's a comment and question of the day, boom, and I'll be right on it. Okay, so if you have a comment or question of the day, hashtag HeyFix. That way I'll see it. It'll be really easy for me to notice them whenever I'm looking towards the end of an episode, and I can discuss. Okay. So, hey, Fix, I think that is a really nice way to do it. So anyway, so listen, Brienne the Girl, thank you so much. This is your silver tier. You still have a gold tier coming, and it's the big one. But thank you so very much for your support of the channel. Thank you everyone else for coming out just day after day after day and supporting the channel and loving these episodes and loving this world that we're building. I certainly am inspired by it, and I'm glad to see that you all are as well. So that's it for me. I want to go. I want to do spectator at the end. Okay, that's it for me. I will see you all next episode. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Okay, bye everyone.